In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can step up the automation even a bit further with Sports Photo Automation 8 by using actions from a CSV to where you can run a different Photoshop action per image. This is useful for situations where you're running a batch, say for an entire league of images, and some teams will have different colors than other teams, and so you can create actions to change the look of your template per team. That way you don't have to have a bunch of different PSD templates set up. You can just have a CSV file that runs an action to change the look of your template per image. And there's other things you could use it for as well, but this is a common reason for using actions in a CSV. And in this video, I'm not going to be showing you how to set up actions or set up your templates. This video is only covering how to run those actions from the CSV file. I do have on the Pixnub website an entire section devoted to dynamic PSD setup. And so under the tutorials so if you go to the home page on the website, then under the tutorials, you'll see dynamic PSD templates. And this covers a bunch of different situations for how to set up templates differently, because there's really no rules for how these are set up. It's really up to you as the designer to set up your templates and then to set up actions that change the templates however you like. And I'll just demonstrate here. And this template, by the way, this is the night game template, and this is available on the Pixnub website. And this one comes with a bunch of actions for automatically changing the color and the background graphics. And then I show in that set of videos too how to create different actions that change all of the colors for each element and the graphics in one action. So for example, we have Hornets football here, and these are in Crusaders football. These are two examples I just made for the tutorial I'm going to show you. But you can make unlimited amount of actions for your different combinations of color and background. Anyway, I'm just going to show you the CSV now and how we're going to run this. So in the CSV, if you have a column with a header called Post Action 1, this will run an action on the composite after the composite has been made. And you can run up to 5 actions. So Post Action 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You can even run up to 3 pre-actions. So if you name one Pre-Action 1, it will run on the player file before it puts it in the composite. Most commonly, though, you'll run these on Post from the CSV. And usually it's just one action, so Post Action 1. But just know you can run more than one if you want. And in the user interface for Sports Photo Automation, I also have the videos that show you how to run the pre and post actions from within the user interface. Now the difference here is that these will run on every image in your batch. So you don't even need a CSV file if you are running actions from the user interface. It will run these on every single image. However, if you want to run different actions on each image or only run an action on certain images, you have to use the CSV. And you can do a combination of both. You can run an action here and then also run the action in your CSV. The order in which it will run is it will run the action from the user interface here first if you have one selected. And then after that's done, if you have it selected, it will go into the CSV and start running 1 through 5. For this example, I'm only going to be running from the CSV here though. I've just got 3 images, so 2 images with the green uniform and 1 image with the red uniform. So it's going to run green, red, and then green in the order we have these listed in the CSV. And for the action in the CSV, how you have to have these listed is the first part of the cell is the action set name. And the set name is in your actions, the folder name, this is your set name. And then the actions underneath the folder, that is your action name. So for example, we have night game template, and we're going to run Hornets football from the night game template set. So in your CSV, you have both of these, and these are case and space sensitive. And then those are separated by Oops, I didn't mean to delete that there. Okay, those are separated by, I don't even know what the character is called. It's the straight line up and down character that looks like a small letter L. It's the character that's above the forward slash, or no, it's above the backslash. The key above your enter key. If you hit shift and hit that key, it's that it's the character above the slash, or on the same key as the slash. So if you hit shift and hit that key, you get this character. And so you got the set name separated by the action name. And let's just run this, and so we can demonstrate here. So I've got the folder selected. Let me make sure I select the proper CSV file. Okay, I'm going to hit pause on finished image just so we can watch it run. Of course, when you're running your own batches, you're probably not going to have it paused. But you see it loaded the template in with the red and blue with the baseball field. But then the action, as soon as it's done running, it's going to have the football field with the green font and the gold lights, because that's what this action told it to do. Okay, since we're paused, if I just hit continue, it's going to bring up the next image. And so for this one, it has the red font and the blue lights and then the football field, which is what this action told it to do. So we're just toggling between these two actions in the CSV. And again, you don't need to pause to do this. I'm just doing that for the video. Also, you don't even need to use text replacement. I mean, in this example I did here. But if you have templates without text, and you just need to change colors in your template, you can use a CSV, which would just be very simple. Just the image and then the action name. And you could change colors in your template based on that action and a CSV. It's really, really simple to do. At least as far as the CSV setup, it's really simple. The action setup and the PSD setup can be a bit more complicated. It just depends on what you're doing. It can be very simple to set up your PSDs in action, or it can be complex. It's really up to you, the designer, because there's 1,000 ways to do this, and there's no rules. I left it wide open because SPA just simply tells it to play actions. And what's contained in that actions can be 1 step or 1,000 steps. It's really up to your creativeness and your Photoshop skills, basically. So I do highly suggest, though, going to the tutorial section again, into the dynamic PSD template section, and go through all of these setup tutorials, because there is so much you can do to set up your PSDs to help better automate them. And not only for running an SPA, if you're just manually building images, having the one-click actions, let me just show you here. Even if you're not using SPA, you can have your actions, if your templates are set up dynamically, to just change your templates on the fly whenever you want. So when you're bringing new players into a template, you can just click on the action you need and have your template conform to what that action is doing. So very, very cool. Anyways, thanks for watching, and if you're not familiar with the Sports Photo Automation plugin, please be sure to visit our website. That is pixnub.com.